what a delight, we're back. Oh my goodness, my floating candles are doing a little more than floating. They seem to be flying tonight. Oh, heavens. Heavens to Betsy. Well, my goodness, now we're just waiting for everyone to show. Well, hello, everyone. My goodness, well. Now, with a show of emojis in the chat, who's been to one of my live streams before? Who knows how this goes? Amber's here. Hello, darling. Lovely to see you. Oh, mwah. Hello, my loves. I see those numbers climbing now. That's wonderful. What a delight. Nelly, hello, darling. Oh, a hot sauce passion. Ah, yes. You've never seen me before in real life. No, darling, certainly not. Anarchy, hello, darling. Wonderful to see you. Oh, such a pleasure to make everyone's acquaintance tonight. Well, for those of you who do not know me, every other day of the week my name is Siren, as in the siren of sound. Voice collector, singer, multi-instrumentalist. What is it? Vampire, werewolf, surgeon, pirate, billionaire. Yes, but on Thursday evenings, I moonlight as the Lady Scarlett Nightshade, reading you scary stories in which you get to participate by choosing every twist and turn by voting with emojis in the chat. My goodness, all. What a delight to make a triumphant return to the TikToks. Heavens to Betsy. Well, please share with a friend. Make sure that you share. Dreaming of Aruba. Ooh, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take ya. Yes, I don't get out very often. No. I spend most of my days and most of my nights here in the West Wing Library of the Siren Grotto. Now, oh, thank you so very much for sharing the live and liking and doing all of the lovely things. Now, before we peer into the grimoire for tonight's tales of terror and intrigue, we must do the ceremonious lighting of the candles. So, with a flick of the wrist, let us all say the magic word, and I'm sure if you are a fan of poor British accents, silly hats, and all of the magic wands you can choke on, you certainly know the magic word to light any candle or any flame. 1, 2, 3, Lumos! Ha ha ha! And there we are, the candles are lit for the evening, and so that heralds the beginning of our dark tales for the night. Oh my goodness, everyone. Such a delight. Thank you so very much for gifting and sharing and doing all the wonderful things. My goodness. Well, tonight we have quite the tale of intrigue and terror. How many of you have seen the Nightshade Chronicles of the West Wing Library on YouTube? Did you know as well that you can say YouTube just like I do? You say U-Y-O-O, and then C-H-E-W-B, tube. YouTube. Ha! There you are. There is your first elocution lesson for the evening. Lady Scarlett, you did not say Lady Scarlett needed to make a return. No, yes, indeed you did, darling. Well, make sure, if you enjoy these live formats, to check out my YouTube channel. And make sure to view the Nightshade Chronicles, which is our series in which I tell you long-form stories. Sometimes they're voiceover format, and sometimes I'm sitting here reading to you live on camera. Now, another episode drops tomorrow evening and every Friday evening, so make sure to check it out and subscribe. The links are in the bio. So, whilst you are all here, let me explain the rules to you. If you have been here before, a refresher is always in order, correct? Yes, I must say. Well, here's how it goes. I shall read a little bit of the story, and then I shall cast a vote and leave it up to all of you. You will vote for number 1. Choice number 1 is a green emoji, and choice number 2 is a red emoji. Clear as mud? Clear as substrate? Please show your understanding of the rules of the chat with some red and green emojis in the chat right now. And then we shall begin. Moonshade is here, and so I must as well greet a baby Moony. Hello, little darling. Oh my goodness, oh my greasy little sugar cubes. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you all. Finally, yes, indeed, finally. See, those who are already in the Nightfall Society know exactly what this is about, and I do see red and green emojis happening. Yes, I do. I see all of them in the chat here. Wonderful, darlings, wonderful. All right, then. Well, shall we commence, then, with the story? Let us peer into the grimoire for tonight's tale. Tonight, my darling companions, we shall descend into a tale spun from the shadows, where your choices will shape the journey. We shall embrace each clue with cunning. The path ahead is yours to decide. Remember, reds and greens now. And now, submitted for the approval of the Nightfall Society. That's all of you. This is the tale of the Whispering Walls. Tonight, the tale begins not far from the heart of the Siren Grotto, but within a place shrouded in rumor and rife with secrets, the abandoned Greystone Manor. Once a grand estate, now a crumbling relic, where the walls seem to remember too much and forget nothing at all. For decades, locals have whispered of strange happenings within the shadowy halls, phantom footsteps, flickering lights, and doors that open of their own accord. But tonight, those whispers have grown louder. A child's laughter was heard, echoing from the depths of the manor, though no child has lived there in nearly a century. The townsfolk are fearful, too afraid to investigate, and have turned to us, the daring souls of the Nightfall Society, to uncover the truth. So, as we stand at the manor's imposing gates, we must decide how to proceed. Everyone get your emojis ready. The night is thick with fog, and the air is heavy with secrets. How shall we begin the exploration tonight? Shall we, green emojis, enter through the grand foyer, a more direct approach, stepping boldly into the heart of the manor? Or, red emojis, shall we investigate an overgrown garden, choked with vines and forgotten statues, offering a quieter, more discreet entrance to the manor? What shall we do? Green emojis, go through the grand foyer. Or red emojis, we investigate the garden. What shall it be? Oh my goodness, we're already neck and neck. Oh heavens, you're here for the garden. Well, darlings, oh my goodness, it looks like that the greens have it. Don't know. Don't know. Green emojis. Foyer. Garden red. I don't know. You're seeing a lot of red. All right, my goodness. Oh, the artiste formerly known as Emily is here. Darling, how long have you been here? Thank you so very much for being around. Thank you so very much for sharing the live and liking. You're seeing lots and lots of reds. All right, then. Well, I suppose we're going through the garden. My goodness, well, I certainly do think we need to update the grimoire soon, don't you? The candles, the clock, the hat, you love it all. Ah, darling, thank you so very much. Just glad you have them, don't you? The candles, the clock, the hat, you love it all. Ah, darling, thank you so very much. Just glad you have the power. Oh, yes, darling, yes. I understand that there is quite the hurricane coming in your area. Ah, yes. Righto, then. We are ready to proceed through the garden gate. Ah, yes, the garden. Once a place of beauty, now a wilderness claimed by time. The gate creaks as we push it open, revealing twisted vines that have overrun what must have once been a grand sight. Stone statues half hidden in the shadows, tangled paths that seem to stretch deeper than the manor itself. The fog clings to the earth, wrapping the statues in a veil of mist, and there, just ahead, we see the faint outline of an old, forgotten greenhouse. The glass is cracked, the iron frame bent and rusting. Vines snake their way through the broken panes, as if nature is trying to reclaim what once was lost. My goodness. The air is different here. Heavy. Almost expectant, yes? As if something or someone is watching. The laughter we heard earlier seems distant now, but the echo remains dancing on the edge of our hearing. So, we must decide, everyone, our next course of action. Do we dare investigate the crumbling greenhouse, or do we press onward toward the ivy-covered side entrance of the manor? Both hold the potential for discovery and danger. Indeed. So, here we are, at choice point, everyone. Red emojis, investigate the greenhouse. Through broken and overgrown, could contain forgotten artifacts or clues, or perhaps something alive. Shall we step inside and explore what's been left around? And that is red emoji. Now, green emoji, head to the ivy-covered side entrance. The manor beckons us on still. The side entrance, cloaked in ivy, is slightly ajar as if inviting us in. Should we leave the garden and continue toward the heart of Greystone Manor? With a green emoji, place your vote now. Oh heavens, my goodness, I'm already seeing so many greens. Remember everyone, red for the greenhouse and green for the entrance to the manor. Oh my goodness, I'm already seeing all of those greens. My goodness, they're already pulling in front. Well, did you all know that in addition to a new episode of Nightshade Chronicles dropping tomorrow evening, on the morrow, can you believe it or not? My goodness. Thank you so very much for the live follow, Ashley DP and Mark Gadsden. Thank you, darlings. There is merch. There is. We love coffee, and we certainly now love tea here on this stream. And tonight, not only that, but we are going to be auctioning off this lovely new coffee cup so that now you, too, can remain coffeeinated throughout the entire stream and every stream you frequent. This cup says, pick your poison, and it shall come with a lovely little rainbow-colored fairy decoration. So, if you should like to pick this up tonight, we are certainly opening that up. Place your bets as I read the next part, which it looks like the greens have it. So, on we go into the manor. Good night, you're awesome. Your live is one of the best. Why, thank you, Jabronius. I do love that username as well, darling. Lovely to see you tonight. Thank you for being here. Oh, my greasy little sugar cubes. I thought of that one earlier. I think that's what I shall call all of you from now on. Isn't it a darling little thing? Quite the big thing, to be honest with you. To be quite honest, I believe it is a 16-ounce cup. A little witch's cauldron, and a little rainbow, titanium treated, and yes, it is microwave and dishwasher safe. However, I would personally recommend hand washing all your most precious porcelain items. Well, so pick your poison if you'd like to have that one. Elizabeth Hagen already starting. Oh my goodness. You're a sugar cube. Yes, you are, Monica. You're sweet and spicy. Hot sauce passions. 35. My goodness, I see 35 in the chat. Well, all right then. Well, keep it going for our little rainbow cauldron cup. And in the meantime, I shall read the choice that you all have made. Pardon. The ivy-covered side entrance. The garden has faded behind us, the fog wrapping its tendrils around the statues as we make our way toward the side entrance. The door is half hidden beneath a curtain of ivy, the leaves rustling softly as in a whispered conversation. It seems untouched for years, yet, as we draw closer, we notice something odd. Fresh scuff marks on the dirt just outside the doorway, as though someone or something passed not long ago. Oh heavens! The door creaks as we push it open, revealing a narrow hallway just beyond. The air inside is quite musty, thick with dust and the scent of decay. Moonlight filters through broken windows, casting long shadows that dance across the stone floor. We step inside, quite cautiously, which is something that we don't quite know the definition of round these parts. We're often quite intrepid. The door closes with a soft thud behind us. The hall is lined with portraits of stern-faced ancestors, their eyes seemingly following our every move. And there, just ahead, we see the faint glow of light. A flickering candle. Just ahead, we see the faint glow of light. A flickering candle? Perhaps a lantern, coming from a room to the left. The manor is not as empty as it seems. But where to first? Shall we follow the light and see who or what is waiting for us in the room? Or should we venture deeper down the hallway to investigate the grand staircase that leads to the upper floors? Whatever shall we do? Red emojis, we follow the flickering light. The glow coming from the room on the left beckons. Should we investigate and discover who or what is inside? Or green emojis, go down the grand staircase. The hall stretches further, leading to the grand staircase, a perfect vantage point for observing the manor. Whatever shall we do? My goodness. 25, do we hear 30? Whilst we're casting our votes. Oh my goodness, I see all the red emojis starting to come through. Oh, now I do see some greens as well. I don't know. So, red, we're going to follow the light. Or green, we investigate the staircase. Whatever shall we do? Oh, goodness. Darkness, hello, darling, I see you there. Hello, my love. Oh my goodness, it looks like the greens and the reds are neck and neck. And whilst we're doing that, here's our mug. And if this one doesn't strike your fancy, then I do have others tonight, perhaps, that we could look at. A little bit of the Nightshade wares, as it were. Oh my goodness, well, it looks like the greens have it, darlings. So, it looks like we need to go investigate the staircase. My goodness. Ruh-roh. Here, Smart Gadsden. Jinkies. Jaden LaRoche, if we expire on the stair. Oh, goodness. Can you imagine? It would not be very demure. Nor would it be very mindful of us, would it? 25 for the cauldron mug. 25, going once. Go big or go home, that's right, Darkness. As the youngsters say, that's right. My goodness, aren't you so impressed that I keep up so well at at least 164 years old? We're certainly not demure, no. Do you know something that bothers me slightly about that? Something that bothers me very, very slightly about the demure mindful situation we have going on. All of our creepy brethren and sisterin have missed a very large point. I see all of the Addams Family things starting to come back now, yes? What does Debbie say in Addams Family Values? Which Barbie did she want? She wanted the ballerina Barbie. Graceful, delicate. Where is that? Where on earth is that? We are not demure, we are not mindful, we are graceful, delicate. Malibu Barbie. A complete missed opportunity. Leave it to the Lady Scarlett Nightshade. Tarp as a shack, this one. All right, everyone, you're a creature of the night, Jaden LaRoche. Yes, you certainly are, darling. Yes. If you're new here, hello, welcome, my greasy little sugar cubes. Lovely to make your acquaintance. My name, every Thursday evening, is the Lady Scarlett Nightshade, presenting you with tales from beyond in our trusty grimoire. You're hooked from beyond in our trusty grimoire. You're hooked and you're new here. Oh, wonderful. Monica, thank you so very much for being here. And it looks like we do need to refocus. Oh, heavens. All right, then. There we are. Sue W., hello, darling. Monica, hello. Oh, thank you so very much all for being here this evening. Those who came in and then quickly departed do not know on what they're missing, do they? No, darlings. All right then. Well, Elizabeth. Did Elizabeth take the cup? The pick your poison cup with our little fairy decoration? Uh-oh. Oh, goodness, Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth Hagen, you are here, darling. All right, then. It looks like the cup is yours, darling. We're waiting round for this. I think we do need to replace the grimoire. I certainly do. I believe we must replace it with a haste. Because I shan't allow you all to be sitting round waiting for something else to happen. Good evening from Florida. Diane Buckman, hello, love. The cauldron needs to heat back up. Well, darling, we certainly do have a couple others. It does. Also, don't forget, Baby Mooney followed the live. Oh, hello, Baby Mooney, darling. Have you been allowed to create an account simply to watch? Well, thank you so very much, beautiful. It is so lovely to see you. It's so wonderful that you are here. Now, don't forget, tomorrow, on the morrow, a new episode of Nightshade Chronicles drops. And this and every Friday evening, so don't forget to follow the link in my bio. And a new episode of Nightshade Chronicles drops. And this and every Friday evening, so don't forget to follow the link in my bio and ring my bell to be notified every time we upload. Dry Bastard, hello, darling. How are you? Wonderful to see you. How have I been? Well, more importantly, how have you been? I've been quite in the state of overwhelm. It's been so delightful, my goodness. And we are preparing as well for Heatherween. Next week is the official beginning of the Heatherween season here on the Siren of Sound channel. And oh my goodness, do we have a lot in store for all of you this year. Oh my, you have not even seen the half of it. You haven't seen any of it. October's not begun. And yes, she loves the story time. Oh yes, Amber's excited. So excited. Ah, Baby Mooney says, hi, Mummy. Oh, Mummy. Oh, now we must. Every single time she comes in, we all must say, oh, Mummy. Delightful to see you, Mummy. Come on, though, I don't know if we need... Well, you remember, you, of all people, Amber, recall what happened last year when we conducted a spirit box session right in this very library. And my goodness, we were conducting a little bit of an investigation, you see, to get more information from the other side about an unsolved John Doe case from 1978. He's been dubbed Disco Dan. And so we tried to reach Disco Dan to get more information about who he is and who may have done him in. And what on earth happened to this poor man. And my goodness, you would not believe what actually happened during this spirit box session. Loud as day, clear as the fullest full moon, out of the spirit box, totally unprovoked, comes Heatherween. It's on YouTube. You can view it yourself. Looking stunning as always. Why, thank you, the administrator. Oh, yes. Disco Dan. It was indeed wild. It was quite the adventure. All right. We've finally arrived at the grand staircase, everyone. Buckle in. Here we are. We leave the flickering lights behind, its glow fading as we move silently down the hallway. The air grows colder as we approach the grand staircase, and the silence in the manor is so thick it seems to press against our very ears. The floorboards creak softly beneath our feet, a sound that echoes ominously in the vast, empty space. The staircase is as grand as it is ominous, sweeping upward into the darkness, its wooden railings twisted with intricate carvings that seem to shift in the shadows. Cobwebs hang like forgotten tapestries, swaying gently as if disturbed by some unseen presence. Every step we take feels like an invitation deeper into the manor's secrets. As we reach the top of the staircase, two doors stand before us, each equally foreboding. One, slightly ajar, seems to lead to the master suite, a place of faded luxury, where secrets of the estate's previous inhabitants may linger on still. The other door, tightly closed and adorned with a rusty padlock, is marked with strange symbols etched deep into the wood. It gives off a faint hum, almost as if it's alive, vibrating with energies. Now, we must choose. Do we enter the master suite and uncover the history of Grainstone Manor? Or do we risk disturbing whatever lies behind the locked door with its arcane symbols of unknown powers? So, here we go. Red emojis, we enter the master suite. Green emojis, we investigate the locked door with the symbols. Which shall we choose? Oh, darling. Oh, yes, we must behave ourselves. I've been told that misbehaving children are given to the Goblin King. Oh, my goodness, investigate, investigate, we all say. Investigate! Oh, my goodness, we all want to know about the symbols in the door. In the rusty door. You volunteer as tribute, Jaden. Oh, darling. 'Tis true. See now, Baby Moon is just being contrary. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With green emojis all around, that's how. All right, darlings. Well. My brave, brave companions of the night, you have chosen the rusty door with all of the faded symbols etched and scratched into the wood. My goodness, I wonder what mysteries we shall behold that are within. Bravery and stupidity are often a fine line. This is quite true, Jaden LaRoche. Now, I must say. All right, everyone. What are we waiting for? What on earth are we waiting for other than our silly grimoire? I know what we're waiting for. All right then. Well, I'm guessing that the cup is gone. The cup is done. We're done with the cup. It's been claimed. It's been auctioned off. We're done with it. Because I do have a little something else that we could take a look at if you do care for it. And I shall set this aside for our winner. Cup is done. Right then. Thank you so very much, Emily. Righto then. Let's take a look at our next item, shall we? Now this has not been opened. It is brand new with the tags, but I shall fill it with Nightshade and Company gems, treats and surprises. No tricks, all treats here at Nightshade and Company. And so this is a lovely makeup bag created by Makeup Revolution, with poison ivy on one side and a red and black Harley Quinn on the other. By the way, who is excited about Folie Deux, October 4th? I must say, my significant other and I are so very excited. We absolutely adored the Joker. So excited. Harley Poison is your favorite. Alright, I'll try and hold it up a little bit closer to the camera so you can see what it is on which you're voting. Here. If you would like to pick this up tonight, it is yours. Harley Quinn on one side. Poison ivy on the other side. Poison ivy on the other side. A gold zipper, and it's a nice big bag, too. You could probably fit lots and lots of treats in here. Made by Makeup Revolution. Official licensed Batman bag. Oh, no, you loathe being broke, Monica. Just your presence is enough, darling. Thank you so very much. And this one will come again. It will come with treats inside. Even though it is brand new right now. See, I have not removed the tag. It ain't budging. So if you'd like to pick that up, that's on the slab right now, darlings. Which gives you a little bit of a clue as to what music we shall be doing during Halloween celebrations. Starting bid on that one. Oh, darling, you pick. You just let me know what anyone wants to get for it. Hello, Serena's Attic. Lovely to make your acquaintance. Thank you so very much for the follow. I do appreciate you, darling. Thank you for being here. The Misfits. I think Jaden is the closest one, to be quite honest with you. Can you believe? See, this is why it's important that you bid on these items, so that we can pick up a new grimoire. Or I could just add one to the Amazon wishlist. If anyone is so inclined to do it on Amazon credit. Oh, darlings. Anything for the cause, am I right? Ah, yes. The locked door. I can't believe what's happening right now. This is devastating. As our grimoire is often wont to be. Designed to stifle, built to last. Oh, goodness, darlings. And also, I let the Patreon know already. But you shall have the opportunity to bid on Lady Scarlett's rings soon as well. Won't that be a delight? Beautiful goodies starting at $25 US. Thank you, darling. You're in a shadow cast and you perform monthly. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's so exciting. So exciting. I miss going and seeing it. Doing the sing-alongs and all the audience participation. That's the biggest fun of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, isn't it? Right then, the locked door with the arcane symbols. Here we go. The master suite stands silent and inviting, but 'tis the locked door that captures our attention. The air around it feels thick and charged with a strange energy. The symbols that are etched into the wood pulse faintly, as though they are reacting to our presence, alive with a magic long forgot by time. As we examine the door more closely, we notice that the padlock, rusted as though it may seem, is still quite firm. But the symbols, they seem to respond to touch. With each brush of our fingers against the wood, the carvings glow brighter, and the door itself vibrates with an ancient power. The grimoire speaks of a ritual, a way to unlock doors such as this. A simple incantation, perhaps. But do we dare use it? Behind this door lies something very powerful, something waiting, perhaps something not quite alive. But we are not ones to shy away from the unknown, are we, chat? No, no. Let us attempt this incantation. As we speak the word, the symbols blaze brighter. The air crackles, and with a shudder, The padlock falls to the ground with a heavy thud. The door creaks open slowly, revealing a room bathed in the faint blue glowing, the source of which seems to come from an object in the center of the room, a pedestal upon which rests an ancient glowing orb. The orb hums with a low rhythmic pulse, casting eerie shadows across the wall. As we step inside, we can feel the energy pulling us closer, almost as if it's alive. But what is the purpose of it? Is it a source of knowledge or a trap set long ago? Do we think it's a booby trap? I don't know. I don't quite know. We do love an orb, yes we do. The more orbs the merrier, I say. Well, red emojis, do we examine the orb more closely as it beckons to us? Or green emoji, do we search the room for clues? Before touching the orb, perhaps it's wiser to search the room for a few clues about the origin and its purpose. Seems a little bit of the cautious side. I don't know, I think you're all more intrepid than that. Oh, perhaps I'm wrong. I see green emojis happening so far. Hello, Tommy. Lovely to make your acquaintance this evening. Hello. My name is the Lady Scarlett Nightshade, and I moonlight here every Thursday evening on Siren's account to regale you with tales out of the grimoire. Leroy Jenkins. Mooney wants to touch it. Oh, goodness, darlings. Oh, my. Whatever Mooney wants, Mooney gets. Touch it. Curiosity gets the best of me. You know I love the tea. Oh, darling, yes, indeed. Speaking of, we shall be spilling all of the tea very, very soon on exactly what the Heatherween programming shall be this next coming month. All of the members of Patreon get previews, special behind-the-scenes content, all kinds of lovely little goodies, simply for your support, or as a thank you for your monthly contributions to things like a new grimoire. Well, everyone, it looks like the Greens have it yet again. When on earth are we going to get a red one? When on earth are we going to get a red vote? I certainly would like to cast a vote for a scarlet red, for obvious reasons. Also, everyone, thank you so very much for gifting. I do appreciate it. To remind you, gifting is wonderful. I do appreciate it, and every time you gift, for every gift I receive, I shall be sticking it on the hat. We've already begun with the little theatre mask. I still need to find my little tiny dinosaur, a little ice cream cone, a couple other things that I've seen come through. You'll run away with the items. Be careful with this one, Mooney. It seems that you've got a tabletop game player on your hands, possibly, darling. All right, no one wants the... What's that? You want the frim-fram sauce with the Orson Fay and chafafa on the side? Yes. All right, then. Well, if the bag doesn't intrigue you, then perhaps another mug? Or shall we look at a candle, perhaps? Not scared. Oh no, she's certainly not shy. All right then, well, here we go, searching the room for clues, ever the cautious group tonight, I see. The orb pulses with an unsettling rhythm, its glow tempting us to draw nearer. But wisdom urges caution. Instead, we begin to explore the room. Did you hear that one, baby Mooney? Wisdom. With age comes wisdom, and with wisdom it beckons caution. Instead, we begin to explore the room, moving carefully as shadows dance across the walls cast by the eerie blue lights. The room itself feels quite forgotten. Dust clinging to the floor, and the walls lined with faded tapestries, their patterns barely visible. Old books, the pages brittle with age, lie scattered across the ground. One of the books catches our eye, its leather-bound cover marked with the same symbols as on the door. As we thumb through the pages of the yellowed books, the symbols seem to shift round, almost as if the book itself is alive, rearranging the contents. And there, a passage detailing an ancient artifact, a device known as the Orb of Ages. Aha! And we finally have a name for the orb. Legend says that it holds the power to see into both the past and the future, but at a great cost. Those who gaze into it risk losing their sense of self, trapped within the orb's visions forever. But that is not all. According to the book, the orb can only be safely controlled if a specific phrase is spoken aloud. A protection spell, one that the ancestors, the user to the present, ensuring that they are not lost in the labyrinth of time. But the final lines of the spell are missing, torn from the page. Perhaps the missing words are hidden elsewhere in the room. We are close to understanding the orb's power, but we must tread carefully. Should we continue to search the room for the missing words, or do we attempt to engage with the orb now, armed with the knowledge that we have? What say ye? Red emojis, continue searching for the spell. Green emojis, use the orb. What shall it be? Cast your vote. Oh my goodness, all the greens. All right. While you're casting your votes, I'm going to catch up on all of the chats. Jojo from Wisco, thank you for following, darling. You still want to touch it? Don't worry, Jaden, it looks like we're going to. Dangerous thing, the future. Yes, indeed it is. Thinks I lost that a long time ago. Can I touch it? Oh, goodness. October 4th? That's right, darling. My goodness, yes it is. The anniversary of the accident. Oh, heavens. Must touch. All right, well then. I suppose we shall. Let's see what lies in store for the brave explorers of Greystone Manor. You're all doing very well so far, by the way. I'm giving you just a little bit of guff tonight, as I am wont to do, but my precious. That is a voice I do not have, darling. I cannot do a Smeagol to save my life. Though I could probably try at some point. Brian, oh, darling, wonderful to make your acquaintance once more this evening, darling. How art thee? Well, it's been 4 years. I cannot believe that it's been 4 years. My goodness, all the progress that you've made. I must say. Can you pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Oh, darlings. Well, we have some very, very exciting news whilst we're waiting for the grimoire to generate something else. Pardon me, excuse me. I do think I need another sip of something. Well, 'tis quite dry here in the desert. We are landlocked after all. Ugh, disgusting, my goodness. Though I must say I'm quite grateful for the turning of the season. My goodness, darlings. You are something else, aren't you all? Arizona, hide from the sun. That's right, indeed. Uh-oh, we're going to lose our puzzle piece here. Alright, I've done my live puzzle piece, which means we've been live for more than 90 minutes already. That is wonderful. Oh, 60 minutes. Yes, Jaden, same thing here, darling. Arizona can be so frustrating, can't it? Now, I must ask you, which part of Arizona are you in? Shall you be paying a visit to the library? In person, perhaps, at some point. My lovely Siren, doing well. Oh, my goodness, Bad Fry, it's wonderful to see you, darling. I'm doing so very well, I must tell you. I must confess, this has been quite the eventful month of September so far. Almost grateful that it's over, though I do think that the very last week here could have gone a little bit longer, if I'm being quite frank. Though, I will say we have some very exciting programming coming up. I've been hinting at a little bit of a pet project going on. There are a few of you in the chat who know what it is, but the sound can be pretty. You're in Phoenix. Where is the library? The library is in southern Pima County, darling. It is somewhere between the Pima County Fairgrounds and the town Too Tough to Die, and that's all I'm going to say about it whilst I'm on camera. And the town Too Tough to Die, and that's all I'm going to say about it whilst I'm on camera. But terrifying. Oh, yes, darling. Yes, tease. We're here. Potato, hello, my darling. Lovely to see you tonight. All right, then. With the room searched and the partial spell in hand, we gather round the orb, its rhythmic glow pulsating in time with our hearts. The energy... Oh, speaking of hearts, did you all watch the most recent episode of Nightshade Chronicles? The Telltale Heart? Edgar Allan Poe? If you didn't, you're missing out. Admonished. The energy in the room shifts, thickening like mist, and the air hums with a power that feels ancient. We know the risks. The Orb of Ages promises great knowledge, but at great cost. The final words of the protection spell are missing, but the temptation to gaze into the orb's depths is overwhelming. With a deep breath, we speak the incantation as best we can, reciting the words that have uncovered from the ancient tome. Those words, put them in the chat now. I think you know what they're going to be. To efficiency, enterprise, and ingenuity. I want to see them in the chat. Let's light up the orb, shall we? Avada Kedavra. Ha ha ha, naughty naughty. You can't spell. Thank you so very much for the gifts, everyone. I do appreciate you so very much. And don't forget, with every unique gift, it goes on the hat. Ingenuity. Close enough, Mark Gadsden. Hee-haw. Baby Mooney doesn't count. She can say whatever she wants. All right. I see the incantations. Yes, I'm back, Lilu. Hello, darling. Wonderful to see you.
Oh, the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever.
All right, then. That'll do, donkey. Kato, hello, darling. Thank you so very much for the follow. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I moonlight here on Thursday evenings as the Lady Scarlett Nightshade, reading you stories in which you participate, and we are in the middle of an incantation right now, lighting up our orb. The orb reveals Greystone Manor in its prime. Beautiful, elegant, filled with life. Figures move through the halls, their faces obscured by the mists of time. But there is one who stands out. A man, dressed in dark robes, his hand gripping the orb with the same desperation we feel now. He is whispering something. Could it be the missing words to the spell? Perhaps. But the vision shifts. The once grand manor begins to crumble before our very eyes, as if centuries are passing in the blink of an eye. The man's form flickers, his features growing gaunt. The orb's glow begins to dim. I'm not going to turn off my orb. I love my orb. But then, a flash of light, and we are pulled back into the present. Indeed we are. The vision fades, but the orb still hums with energy. The man in the vision was trying to complete that spell. Indeed he was, trying to warn us of something, but were we able to gather enough from the vision to unlock the orb's true powers? Or is there something more that we just don't understand? Whatever shall it be? Shall we, red emojis, attempt to complete the spell now? Or green emojis, do we leave the orb behind, heeding its warnings and sealing the room with the orb's powers forever? Whatever shall we do? Cast your votes. You rolled a 17 on your d20. Oh, darling, does that mean green or red? It means red. All right, darlings. Well, Grey Wolf says red. Oh, goodness, darlings. Well, whilst you're casting your votes, which I do believe, we finally have the reds. The reds are winning. For once tonight. For the very first time, the reds have won. Well, everyone, once more, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring my bell so that you're notified every time we upload. Tomorrow, on the morrow, is a brand new episode of the Nightshade Chronicles, in which I read you long format stories that you can clean to, fall asleep to, relax to, other things, perhaps necromancy. I don't judge. It's your first time here, a perfect night for the Reds to win. That's right, Jaden. 500 on red. Put it all on Reds. Love it. Play video games too? You could play video games to them, of course. Though you may be too engrossed, or perhaps too terrified. Hippopotamonstrosa scriptiliaphobia. Very good. Grimoire, I told you, number one. Grimoire, I told you to take us to the red choice. Take us to the red choice. Do you see how important these little auctions are? My goodness, darlings. All right then, well, whilst we're waiting for that, let's take a look at another item that we have. Brand new, darling. Brand new, perfect for the Halloween season. A little spooky little cup made in jolly old England, Portobello by design. My goodness. All right then, we have little potion bottles, we have witch hats, bats, pumpkins, little pieces of candy. Perfect. And then on the inside, there's a little Halloween treat at the bottom of the cup. A little pumpkin underneath there, and there's a little black pumpkin border here. What do we need to sacrifice to get that thing to work? You love it? Oh, darling. Well, my goodness. And darling, I don't think you saw our Batman selection tonight. Harley Quinn on one side and Poison Ivy on the other. Alicia Johnson, thank you so very much for following, darling. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name, behind all of these little lovely things for sale, is the Lady Scarlett Nightshade. Vampire, werewolf, surgeon, billionaire, pirate. All of the above. Yes, is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Squidward, mayonnaise is not an instrument. All right, my darlings. Well, if you are interested in picking up either of these things, please put your little bids in the chat. Very nice to meet you as well, Alicia Johnson. All right, darlings, there they are. Heavens to Betsy, it is quite warm in here. Though, are you surprised? I have electronics and lights and burning flame all around me. It's almost like I'm asking for a disaster, isn't it? You have no money tonight, oh darling Lilu, don't you even worry about it, beautiful. There will be other times. We'll be doing plenty of these things all throughout the month of October as part of our Halloween celebrations. Halloween begins next week, which means that I get to reveal my Halloween costume as well. That's right, everyone. In addition to this stunning scarlet shades of red wardrobe that we've built over the years, we have an outfit specifically for the month of October. Tell me I'm magenta. Oh, darling, no. No, no, no. Though we may be doing some music from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Dressed like a hot sauce passion, that's right. Hot sauce passions, dun dun dun. Mm-hmm. You're going as Chopper from One Piece. Oh, that sounds like fun. Wonderful. What else? Has everyone else decided what it is they're doing? Am I going as Janet? Oh, darling, no. Dear heart, no. Damn it, Janet. I love you. We're just waiting for the grimoire to do its thing. What else is going on in everyone's lives? What are you all being for Halloween? Have you all decided what your costume or costumes shall be? You don't have a costume yet? Oh, darling. Well, you have quite the eventful weekend coming up, don't you? Beetlejuice. Oh, I see it twice. We need to say it 3 times. And then she'll be Beetle Mooney. You're always a vampire. Well, I'm half one. Have you all seen the new WereVamp filter? I shall be testing that one out this evening. I'd like to know what the human interpretation of moi looks like. Part of a trio costume. Oh, that's exciting. Zero and Robin from One Piece. Excellent, excellent. Carol Whitby Cole Grove, thank you so very much for the follow. A pleasure to make your acquaintance this evening, darling. My name is the Lady Scarlett Nightshade, and I appear here every Thursday evening to regale everyone in the chat with tales in which you participate. We cast a vote several minutes ago, and now we're just waiting for the grimoire to hurry up and give us the result of the vote. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Oh, isn't that a delight? That would be wonderful. Ah, I would love to see it. I would love to see it now. All right, then. Have you love to see it? I would love to see it now. All right, then. Have you all heard about our Patreon? We have to talk about it. We absolutely must. This is how I make my living. All right? Or my dying, if you really want to. So, this is what I do. All right? And so I must talk about what I do, or else what kind of a businesswoman am I, right? So, in the Siren Grotto Patreon, you can explore your creativity to the ocean's edge. If you are in the Patreon right now, please put a green emoji in the chat. Let's see all the green. You should have blown up kangaroo suit. Yes, I see those green emojis coming through. Can you still hear the music as well? How is the music doing? Oh, yes. It's the Sleepy Hollow ambiance. You have an incredible community. My goodness. Monica. Mark Gadsden. Ambiance. You have an incredible community. My goodness. Monica. Mark Gadsden. Asia Anastasia. What a wonderful, wonderful username. Thank you so very much for the follow, darling. You're not on the Patreon? Oh my goodness, darling, you need to hurry up and get on that Patreon. The link is in the bio as well. It's all in my link tree. Oh my goodness. No music. You're not sure of the choices. That's all right. We've already cast the vote. I'm just waiting for the grimoire to give me the result. It's taking quite a very long time. That is something that we need to do. Alicia Johnson. Green emoji. Did you join Patreon, Alicia Johnson? Your cat had kittens? My goodness, congratulations. How many kittens are there, darling? Yes, not music. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have said music. It's an ambience kind of a background thing we have going on. You can still touch it. Alright, I'm going to kick it up just a little tiny bit. Alright, there we go. Now you might be able to hear it a little better. 5 kittens, 4 girls and a boy. Oh, goodness. Oh, you just found something green. Oh, goodness, darling. Alright, then. Okay, well, gazing into the future. We finally have a result, everyone. Well done. With the spell complete and the orb now under our control, we stand before it, mesmerized by the possibilities that it offers. The future lies within its glowing depths, and with a single touch, we can see what has yet to come. The temptation is undeniable, the pull of the unknown too strong to resist. Our hands hover over the orb. Everyone, let's see your hand emojis right now. Over the orb, feeling the energy course through the air. A deep breath, a shared glance amongst us, and then we touch. Yes, everyone, touch with your hand emojis. A merry rain, hello, darling. Touch. All right, all right. The room disappears around us, fading into the ether. As the orb's light surrounds you, we see flashes of images, glimpses of a future yet to unfold. Greystone Manor stands in ruin, reclaimed by nature, yet something still lingers here. Something dark and waiting. Figures move in the shadows, their faces obscured by time. They whisper, their voices indistinct, but no word emerges. Beware. Thank you so very much for following, Sondra. The vision fades, leaving us standing in silence once more. The orb is quiet. The glow is steady, pulsing with energy. It has shown us the future, but the path remains unclear. We know now that the orb's power is vast, but so too are the consequences of using it, and yet we have seen what might be, and there is more to discover if we choose to look deeper. So, time to make another choice! The final choice of tonight's story. Red emojis. Do we explore more visions of the future? The orb holds more knowledge yet to be revealed. Do we dare use it again to delve deeper into the future? Or green? Do we put the orb to rest? The future is uncertain and we have seen enough. Perhaps best to leave the orb's power untouched from here on out, safeguarding the knowledge that we now possess. So, which shall it be? Shall we peer once more with a red emoji? Or shall we continue on with the green emoji and say farewell? You missed me, oh Connie girl! Hello, darling, I missed you as well. You don't know what just happened. You just have crow brains. Oh, darlings. C'est la vie. Good night, Mackenzie. Oh, goodness, Kens. Blessings to you, darling. Please, please, please keep in touch. Let me know what's going on with those dreaded hurricanes. Red emojis? Oh my goodness, the red emojis are in the lead here. Oh heavens. Red emoji. It looks like. Oh my goodness, another Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier doesn't care. He just wants to see what's going to happen next. The Crown remains silent. New York respectfully abstains. All right, darlings. Well, it looks like the Reds have won out once more. My goodness, tonight it looks like all of the Greens have won overall. The Greens are in the lead as far as overall number of votes, and the Reds have won but 2 votes all night long during the entire live stream. My goodness. We need to start keeping a running tally of that. And what else am I waiting for? I don't know. What else? As a DM, leave the damn orbs. Out, damn spot, out I say. 1, 2. Why then? 'Tis time to do it. Can you make everyone scared of the elect? No, darling. Don't do it just for now. You can wait. She says, mwah. Oh, you're too funny. Too funny. Right then. I don't see that we ever received a... I don't see that we ever received payment for the mug. Oh dear. Oh bother. What on earth? You know what? I shall return. I shall return presently. I need to verify. One of the kittens is attacks cat. Oh my goodness, that sounds lovely, darlings. All right, I'm going to leave the grimoire with you all. Watch it closely. Keep a watchful eye on the grimoire as I go to retrieve something quite important. Bear with me for a moment. But a moment, my darlings. My goodness, what on earth is going on here? I don't even know anymore. I shall return presently. all these modern marvels of technology, and not one of them works correctly this evening. Not one. Not a single one. Heavens to Murgatroyd! I see you shiver with anticipation. Who else enjoys Make Some Noise? Does anyone else watch that one? Does anyone else watch that show, Make Some Noise? With all the comedians and they do all of the improvisational comedy. My goodness. Topping. Good. Keep typing them. As a matter of fact, everyone, I think there should be a longest word contest. The longest word that you know of that fits. Oh, heavens. What on earth is going on with this thing? Can you believe this? Can you believe this? A grimoire does not want to hold out for a single question longer. No. What's the fear of the... Hippopotamonstrosis squiptoliophobia, darling. The captain taught me that one. Quite frustrating, I must say. She's got quite a chip on her shoulder, that one. You'll get to know her a little better next month as well. Alright, so there's a show. There's a show called Make Some Noise, and it's almost like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where the host gives the prompts, and the comedians do the comedy, right, according to the prompts. And the prompt that day was, Tim Curry is the new spokesman for Hot Topic. And the comedian immediately starts up, rings the buzzer, fast as you can say hippopotamonstrosis squiptoliophobia, and says, Chain wallets! Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. T-shirts of Jack Skellington, that bony boy. It is one of the funniest things on the internet. Oh, you should hear him. You should hear the actual actor. Oh, it's delightful. Delightful. I shall post it. I shall repost it on my Instagram. That's what I shall do. I shall repost it on Instagram for you all, so you can all see chain wallets for yourself. It's called Make Some Noise. Your dad also randomly said, "Damn it, Janet." Well, everyone, I have some unfortunate news. We're all poor unfortunate souls right now because this grimoire does not want to give us our final answer of the evening. It's cheating all of us. And then after this, darlings, I shall be leaving you. Steampunk, hello, darling. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hello, my beautiful. Yes. All right, then. The final answer of the evening doesn't even want to cooperate for one final push. What on earth? Ruh-roh. Just give it a minute. The nerve, the very nerve. How very dare. Rude. So quite rude. Indubitably. Though, I must say, we're staying quite entertained, aren't we? Well, what haven't we talked about? Leanne Davenport, welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow, darling. I do appreciate you. You didn't like the choice, that's right. You really enjoyed the live. Thank you for entertaining us. Why, thank you, Monica. It was a pleasure to entertain you tonight. Thank you so very much for being here. I must say, this has been a delight. It's been quite a while. It's been several weeks whilst we've been in preparation behind the scenes. Not only for the Nightshade Chronicles series on YouTube, by the way, don't forget, subscribe, ring my bell so that you get notified of every upload on YouTube, but also in preparation for the Halloween season. See now, around here, 25/8, 367, it is in fact Halloween all year long, you'll see. But during the month of October, since in real life, Lady Scarlett's name is Heather, right? So every month of October we celebrate all month long with a Heatherween celebration. And it is so much fun. It's live music, it is costume and makeup ideas, all month long, scary stories, long stories. And this year, I cannot wait to present what we've been preparing this entire month. Oh, it is so wonderful. It is so much fun. Oh, my darlings. My darlings, you have no idea. Last year, we did this entire makeup palette review series on YouTube. It was wonderful, so much fun. So we reviewed a palette and then talked about a ghost story or an unsolved mystery or an historical event that occurred that had something to do with the supernatural, but also was relevant to the makeup palette that we were reviewing. For example, the Jolie Beauty Sirens palette, with the story of the derelict Mary Celeste thrown into the mix. Very exciting. And then we did a disco palette, of course, with the unsolved John Doe case of Disco Dan. That one was extremely important because our discoveries were actually contributed. We were able, as a community, to make a contribution to the Facebook page of the police department in Texas that is assigned to this cold case. And so we were able to contribute to helping to try and solve the mystery of this man. It was a lot of fun, loads of fun. And the entire month of October culminates in a live stream concert where you can trick or treat up and down the street to the sounds of Siren and Mr. Siren performing as Lost in Eden. And then, after the concert, I get out of the whole get-up. I appear simply as myself, completely out of character, completely out of costume. Not Skyclad, though. That's for a different platform altogether. And we do a cleansing of the most negatively energetically charged room of our entire home, which also happens to be part of our recording studio. Quite eventful. Now, last year's, I am very grateful to say, was quite the uneventful spirit box session that night. Very little happened. Then we all listened to Typo Negative. That's right, Monica. Correct. Oh, it is quite something. Quite something. All right, then. Pardon me. Guess what has finally occurred? A Heatherween miracle has occurred. The grimoire has cooperated. Finally. The grimoire has cooperated. Finally. Let's close out the story. We have seen both hope and danger in the orb's vision, but we are not mere spectators. No, we are the shapers of fate. With the orb's power in our hands, we can alter the future, bending the threads of time to our will. Yes, indeed. 'Tis a risk, yes. But what is life without daring to change the course of destiny? With the knowledge of the vision still fresh in our minds, place your hand on the orb once more. Let me see all those hand emojis in the chat. This time with purpose, and this time with intent. The glow returns, stronger and brighter than ever before. I'll charge it up with my magic wand. And we feel the energy surge through the air, vibrating with potential. The spell of control still lingers in the air, guiding us as we focus on the future we wish to see. Greystone Manor, restored, free from the shadows that have haunted it for so very long. We concentrate, drawing upon the orb's power, willing the darkness to retreat, willing the figures of the shadows to fade into the ether. The orb's glow intensifies, and we feel the future shifting. The vision unfolds before us once again. Greystone Manor, alive with light and laughter, no longer shrouded in darkness. No, the figures in the shadows have vanished, and the curse that bound the manor has been lifted. Huzzah and zounds, we have succeeded. All well. The orb, huzzah and zounds, we have succeeded. All well. The orb hums with satisfaction, its glow softening as it settles into the calm, steady rhythms. The future is now set, the darkness banished, and Greystone Manor restored to the former glory it once was. We have altered the course of time itself, shaping the future in a way that will echo through the ages. I'm so very sorry I just gave you all a big crash. But, as with all the great power, there is always a cost. Though we have saved the manor, the orb has left a mark on us. The visions of the future will forever linger in our minds, a reminder that time is not so easily tamed. And yet, we've done what others could not. We have taken control of destiny itself. Ha 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 ha. And so, the journey comes to an end. The orb of ages lies dormant, the power now quiet. But the future we have shaped will live on. Greystone Manor will stand, its halls once again filled with life and light, free from the darkness that once haunted it. And you all, my brave companions, the Nightfall Society, have proven yourselves to be the true masters of fate. Together, we have faced the unknown, altered the course of time, and brought light where there was only shadow. And for that, I commend thee. But remember, dear friends, that the future is ever-changing. And though we have won this night, new mysteries and dangers will always await those who seek them. So, until we meet again, little grimoire, may the shadows always be by your side. And so, I thank you for your company tonight. I bid you adieu. And as always, I am your night narrator, the prioress of the pages, the mistress of mysteries, Lady Scarlett Nightshade. And scene. You want to make people scared of the Alexas now? All right then, Baby Mooney, you get your way. You go right ahead, darlings. Right ahead. Tiny tinies and little hearts, thank you so very much. Oh my goodness, all the gifts. Love from Texas. Oh goodness, darling. Well, love from the very heart, the annals of the Siren Grotto, the West Wing Library. Yes, where I spend my nights. Farewell, good lady. Oh, darling, yes. You'll have to catch more lives. Yes, you certainly indeed will. Now, in the afternoons, weekday afternoons, I will say that Siren and Mr. Siren shall be resuming afternoon live streams. Hopefully we shall be doing one on Saturday afternoon, and now that one shall probably begin around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right round dinner time, so you could have yourself a little dance party. We shall be on location at a gig, performing for you. Much love from Drop. Oh, my lovely Drop Bear. Hello, darling. Mwah. Wonderful, wonderful to see you. Right then. All right, Baby Mooney. Naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty, naughty. All right then, darlings. I must feed. And I must also not point a shiny object at you. Not unless you're going to steal it like a magpie. But I must feed, and then I must film. I shall be producing several hours of film for you this evening. So, I shall go. This, ladies and gents and non-binary friends, is the very last time that you shall see Lady Scarlett in Scarlet. Stay tuned for Halloween 2024. Can you believe it? Can you believe it's already October? Have a fantastic night. You have a fantastic night as well. Everyone say it with me. To efficiency, enterprise, and ingenuity. And until next time, as always, pleasant nightmares. Good night to you, my greasy little sugar cubes. Wonderful to see you all, and thank you all to our new subscribers. Thank you so very much. Don't forget, YouTube, tomorrow night. New episode, Nightshade Chronicles. Don't miss it. Subscribe for free. Ring my bell so that you know when it uploads. Pleasant nightmares to you all. Those of you in the Siren Grotto, I shall see you on the Discord. Good night until the morrow.